In this problem, we want to take 9/20 and write it as a percent. And what's nice is that if I look at 20, it's easy to turn that into 100 using equivalent fractions. So if I start drawing, I can say 9 out of 20. All right, I want to turn that into something over 100, but that is really easy. I can multiply by 5. And I can do the same thing up here, times 5. 45. And as soon as I've got that, I've got the percent, 45%. So your life is really easy if you have a fraction and the denominator is something that you can easily turn into 100. But what if it's not? So for this problem, we want to turn 3/8 into a percent, but we have a problem. That 8 is hard to turn into 100. So instead of using equivalent fractions, we're going to use long division. Here we go. Since that 8 is on the bottom, it is the divisor. 3 will be my dividend, and we definitely need to put a decimal point there, bring it up there, put a 0, and start long division. Let me see. 8 into 30, 3 times. That's 24. Subtract, we get a 6. Not done yet. Bring down a 0. That's 60. 8 will go into 67 times. So that's going to be 56. Subtract, we get a 4. Bring down another 0. Right there. Aha, we're going to be done. 8 times 5 is 40. We've gotten the 0 that we want. Now let's just take a moment here to think about what's going on. This is 375 thousandths. So there are a couple ways that you can think about this as something over 100. First off, you can say, all right, there's the hundredth space right there. And then we've got half of a hundredth. So you can just write down the answer real quick if you want to, because it's going to be 37.5%. That's difficult. We haven't seen that before. But if you don't like doing it that way, you can also go, it's 375 over 1,000. And you can divide by 10 on the top and on the bottom. And when you do, you get 37.5 over 100, which also gives you 37.5%. Two ways of thinking about it. But the answer, 3/8 is a percent, is still going to be 37.5%. And the focus is you're going to need to do this whenever what you have in the denominator doesn't turn into 100 easily. Whenever that happens, you've got to use long division.